as seen through the reflections of an aging man through the eyes of a professional baseball pitcher. This anime is set on the premise of the unforgiving world of baseball.
It's showtime. Call me Junior. 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 It's showtime.
Gurazeni contrasts to a lot of shows, movies, works of sports fiction which tend to be set on the impressions of fairy tale, miracle basically reactions to stories, but with balls and canes. And as good as the bomb to MVP kind of concept is, being motivational and good for your self-esteem type of good, this show presents that hard-hitting reality which finds itself lost in pretty much the majority of sports fiction. Loss after loss after loss, more often than not, you would actually find yourself more on the losing end of the stick, more than how you'd prefer things to be. These failures then begin to stack up and they just keep on stacking, and the good part is, there's no redemption arc, there's no regaining your honor type of shenanigans. This is your life now. And as nihilistic this view may be, it's just how life goes, and this is what Gurazeni portrays. Not with the rose-tinted depictions of athletic stardom, and more of a focus to what most people in professional sports end up being. Extra meat. And that is the thing to keep in mind when watching this anime. On surface it is classified as being under sports, which it technically is, but it is of the kind where sports is more of a backdrop to whatever is going on in the story. This is not Ace of Diamond or One Outs. This is not major. It's more like the king of the hill of sports anime, yet there are no jokes, there's no punchline, and people seem to be as insufferable as they can be. Yet as dry as Gurazeni may be, there are barely any slice of life anime which actually lives to the name slice of life as much as this anime does. Especially if we're referring to urban life, even if it's set in Japan. It literally is a slice right out of my own life that you may as well take the whole pie at that point. Taxes and insecurities, characters going band for band with their contracts, and as sad as it may be sometimes, that's just how the game works, and this anime has explicitly shown and reminds you of this reality in pretty much every episode. Like, the whole anime just gives off that vibe of, what if side characters had their own show? And I would say this is the reason why there's just no slice of life in recent memory which has been true to life as much as this anime has been able to do. In a way, you get to see the best and the worst out of everyone you get to see, and as much as you'd like to deny, you find yourself relating to someone in the series. I mean, yeah, it sucks having people drag you down from success, but when survival comes to play, everyone becomes happy when they get that one job over someone else, because who cares if that other person is broke, when you're also as much as a peasant as that other dude. Maybe you could put it in a better way, maybe you could say it in a better way, but technically, that's how stuff works. I mean, it sounds absolutely terrible saying it that way, but at the end of the day, it's just business. This is how life is portrayed in Gurazeni, and on first glance, it is pretty obvious why this anime could not be everyone's cup of tea. Because after all, who wants to go home and watch a show which reminds them of how crappy their lives are? But if you look more into it, it becomes more of a way to laugh at the mundaneness of life, the curse of the inescapability of mediocrity in our lives, and as to how bad it could all possibly be if self-reflection wasn't enough for some of you people. As it stands, Gurazeni is an intriguing case for an anime, and perhaps in sports fiction in general. At least speaking on the slice of life aspects of this baseball anime, it is one of the fewest in the sports genre which should properly tackle and have a focus on the benchwarmer perspective. At the same time, it is also among the few slice of lives which should handle the unfortunate facets of human life, without having it to be a drama or a soap opera, which is a bit amazing in my book. It practically goes out there, fearlessly showing the best and worst sides a human being can aspire to be, without establishing any proper protagonist or antagonist, because that's just how life works. It's actually quite hard to develop a taste and liking for this anime, especially at the start, since they do come off as uninteresting and sometimes unlikable. But when it's enough patience and the acquired wisdom of a disgruntled middle-aged man, this may be that anime for you. Because in all of which you can learn in life, Gurazeni will outright say to you that earning dough is the ultimate life lesson of all. and that's all there is. That's all there is to it. Yeah, yeah.